Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been uploading a lot lately, and so hopefully this week I can get back on and get back to it. You guys seem to really like the future spouse videos, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys another. This is like a when and how if you already know them type of thing. So pick your pile. What's up, pile one? If you guys picked this, this is actually a keychain, but it broke. And you know that the evil eye represents protection. Doesn't represent it. It's a symbol for protection. It protects whoever is wearing it from people's evil eye, which is like whether they intentionally curse you or just envious or just jealous. You know, they give you that stink eye because they're envious of you. Which is interesting because if you buy one, if you have one, if you're gifted one and it breaks, that some people believe that hopefully it's breaking the spell of these people's bad energy towards you. So if you pick that, maybe there's someone in your life you gotta be aware of. Okay. Or it could be that they're jealous of your relationship. So this is all about your future spouse. And I drank water and I lost my train of thought. But anyways, so I'm trying to decide like what I want to get into first. Okay. So where you'll meet them, how you'll meet them. For a lot of you guys, you will know. A lot of you guys have psychic abilities, or your person does, or both of you guys do. And the interesting thing is that you guys will both kind of just have this knowing that you guys, excuse me, that you guys are meant to be together, meant to really take the next step, meant to build a family or a home life together. So trust yourself when you meet this person. I feel like this person's not going to raise any red flags for you. They're not going to make you anxious or worried, or like you're not going to have bad feelings around them. And I think that will be a big, like, you're not going to feel as hesitant as you have within the past before. You're not going to like really look over red flags with them because they won't have any like extremely huge red flags. You're just going to have a lot of feelings when you meet them. A lot of feelings about them. It's going to kind of feel like you've met them before. It's going to kind of feel like serendipitous. It's going to feel... There's a genuine connection when you first meet them. There's no work involved. It's just really effortless. Maybe for some of you guys, you meet them somewhere where, you know, somewhere where you're from. Something about like it feeling really crazy that you guys just finally met each other, or the similarities in your childhood are a lot to the point that you feel like you guys lived your childhood together. It's so weird. So weird. So weird. If you know them already, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't met them, you're protected. So this connection, there's nothing malicious about it. There's nothing evil. They are not abusive. This is just really beautiful energy. And if you guys want kids, it's definitely going to happen with this person. And travel. Okay, so obviously with the travel card, a lot of you guys meet this person through travel, or they could be from somewhere else. There's just something about it feeling like there has been space between you guys, and you guys finally have come together. For others of you guys, it's quite literally travel, like you guys are on some sort of trip, some sort of journey, even a short one, maybe a mini road trip, maybe just an hour away, whatever you guys meet them. For some of you guys, it could be on a Wednesday. Okay, really random, really strange, whatever. Midweek. And there's like a lot of adventure within your connection. You guys are always up for doing stuff together. You guys find a buddy. You guys find your other person, someone that, you know, yeah, you get annoyed with during trips. You know, no one's perfect. You can't be around someone 24/7 without, you know, finding them a little annoying at times. But with your person, they're worth the annoyance. They're worth you having to do what they want on trips. Because I don't know if you guys ever go on trips alone. I love to, because you just do whatever, whenever, however, right? So you don't have to check in with the other person like, oh, are you hungry now? Or, oh, where did you want to go see? And don't get me wrong, I also love traveling with other people because it opens you up to experiences that you wouldn't normally choose for yourself, right? Because it's about what everybody on the trip wants to do, so it's really cool. But this person doesn't like make you regret going on this long journey with them. Like, you guys just have a lot of fun. They're worth the, you know, extra 15 minutes while you guys have to try to find a restroom for them type of thing. They're not an inconvenience. So, I got some cards for who are they. There's a lot of Capricorn energy, because literally right here we have dedication to achieve, focusing on, resulting from the rules of imposed in Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn, you could have Capricorn in your chart. Your person could have a lot of Capricorn, they could be a Capricorn. Their Mars can be in Capricorn. One of you guys could be Aries, one of you guys could be Capricorn. And then what makes you feel support? What makes you feel secure? Support your family, your home base or family in the 4th house. So like I was saying, this person, you guys are gonna like have a really beautiful home life. Like, you guys are not gonna dread coming home. You're not gonna spend 20 minutes in the car because you don't want to go up this, you know, up into the house or the home. You guys aren't gonna avoid each other. You'll have outside interests. It's normal, it's healthy. You'll have outside friends, but you guys, your lives are also very interconnected. It's also very, you guys could have a couple mutual friends and you guys have get-togethers, and it's not ugly. It's just nice. People will love your home when they visit you, when they stop by. They just love the vibes. They love the energy that you guys create together. They love coming over so much that you're like, all right, guys, like, have a nice night. Like, trying to, like, let them know that it's time to go so you guys can get into the real fun stuff between you and your future spouse. So more about who they are. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have Death. We have the Hermit. And we have 7 of Pentacles. There's someone who has spent a good amount of time, and this could be you as well. There's someone who has spent a really good amount of time, like, focusing on themselves in order to transform, in order to change, in order to leave who they have been in the past. They could have taken a break from, like, relationships. Excuse me. They could have taken a break from, like, relationships, from certain life situations. Maybe they took a break from partying too much. Maybe they struggled with something in the past that they are now letting go of. They have forgiven whatever your person has struggled with, because obviously not everyone who's watching everybody's person, future spouse, has struggled with the same exact thing. But if they've struggled with childhood trauma, if they've struggled with addictions, if they've struggled with trauma, just relationship trauma, whatever they have struggled with in the past, they spend a lot of time healing it, a lot of time, you know, seeing what they did wrong in the connection, seeing how they contributed to the downfall of this, that, and the other, right? So they take responsibility for who they have been, for the hurt that they have caused, for their part in things. whatever that means, however that means for them, in order to be someone who is fruitful. Literally, we have fruit in the Seven of Pentacles. To be someone who can accept, who can open themselves up, who can give, who can receive, who can be present, who can pick you up when you're down. It's a really beautiful energy. It's making me a little emotional because I feel like your person has gone through really, really hard stuff, but they have like come out better for it, and they came out ready for you and your connection. So by the time you meet them, and we will get into when you meet them, they are ready. I feel also as well as you are, because sometimes people can get wrapped up in like, let's heal, so much so that like we forget that we're never completely healed from everything that ever happened in our lives. You know what I mean? So if it's still really fresh, of course, take time. But if you can get to a place where you can open your heart up to someone, even though you're not completely healed yet, like, I think that's okay. And I feel like you guys meet when you guys are both in this stage of like having cut off all your hoes, having left fuckboy energy for whoever is in that energy, you know, leaving behind all men are trash and women are all the same. You know, those kinds of limiting and damaging perspectives and ideas that sometimes we can have because of past hurt. So I feel like when you guys meet, you guys are both working through that, or have, you know, moved on from that. And this connection, the marriage, whatever, because you don't have to legally go get married. You know, when I say spouse, I just mean your life partner. It pays off, because they also, like, if you guys might not be completely ready to trust yet, they are going to help you do that. You know, if you guys aren't completely ready for a committed relationship, they come into your life and show you that you are ready, and show you that they are the person that you want to do that with. And it's really sustainable. It's not love bombing. It's not rushing in without like thinking about it. You know, like, you guys are both sure of each other. You're like, wow, this person is really someone who brings out the best in me, not my toxic traits, because we all have them. So let's get into the really fun stuff, which is like, when are you gonna meet them? Because like, oh my god, hurry up, right? Justice. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So this kind of talks about how like you guys are what you guys both deserve. You guys are deserving of each other's love. Because I think one of you guys, or both of you guys, can sometimes struggle with feeling worthy of love for whatever reasons. For some of you guys, it could be like just in physical insecurities, and for others of you, you know, you feel like, well, none of my other relationships have worked, like none of this and that and the other. Let it go. Okay, so we have Ace of Spring. It's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. And then we have Seven of Summer. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So as far as when you'll meet them, if you haven't already, maybe you have. It's gonna literally be different for every single person watching. So, but if you haven't met them, you could be meeting them early spring, which is February. Is that right? Yeah, February. And I think that things could progress. Maybe they ask you to make things official, or they ask you out on a date. Things start progressing during summer, maybe July. So you meet them maybe March, and things start happening in July and August. And you guys, there's like huge, we have butterfly, there's huge transformation, there's huge, like, the earth is shifting, like, for you guys, like the freaking tectonic plates are rubbing up against each other. And how that applies in your regular everyday life is going to be different. But like when there's big changes for you, maybe you move, maybe for you guys the travel restrictions are up and you guys can go somewhere, and that's how you meet them. We have denial, but these cards are for understanding and self-worth. Are kind of, I wanted some physical characteristics for you guys, and obviously we have someone here that has like darker hair and it's long, and someone here blonde, so I can't really tell you, you know what, this person's tall, has green eyes, and black hair, because no, that's not going to resonate for everyone. But some characteristics that I think that your person will definitely have is your attraction to their arms. And they could have tattoos, or you could have tattoos. And someone really likes the other's tattoos, or you guys both have tattoos and you like each other's tattoos. But definitely you love their arms. Maybe their biceps, maybe their hands, maybe their fingernails. Big arm energy, really. You guys spent so much time doing your best to patch up your heart, as did they. And like, it's the best it's gonna get. And when you guys meet each other, you guys are on the same journey. And that is why you guys can connect and link up. Maybe you guys had a lot of similar past relationships, you know? Okay. That is all I have for you, pile number 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know in the comments. Feel free to give me some video suggestions. I love those, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. What's up, pile number 1? If you picked this little bracelet, my nephew got it for me for Christmas. He made it and everything. Like, I thought it was the cutest thing. So if you picked this reading is for you on future spouse details. I feel like your connection could be very peaceful. We have that peace sign on the bracelets, so maybe your connection could be quite peaceful. Oh yes, let's get into that. Okay. So your pile makes me a little excited for some reason. Your pile, your person, you could meet them through family members. They could be a cousin's friend, best friend. They could be a brother's girlfriend's sister. Okay, whatever, you know, however that works. But you meet them at a family function, or they are someone's friend. Maybe they add you on Facebook, but they're like your cousin's just friend that was randomly suggested to you, but your cousin and your spouse don't even really ever hang out or talk. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay, removed, very far, or close by. Your cousin's uncle, age appropriate, or whatever you're into. I don't care, I'm not gonna age shame, but okay. Anyways, maybe they are older. There's like a significant age gap. And I didn't even mean to say that, but then I'm looking over here at protection, and I get very motherly, or just very paternal, or fatherly protection. I feel like they could very much just nurture you, protect you. I don't know. I feel like they can kind of almost feel like, and we're supposed to be talking about how you meet them, which is family, but more about them and you. So I think that they kind of can feel like, why would this person be with me? I'm a little older, and, you know, I'm not as attractive as I once was, blah, 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 blah. Right? They can get kind of in their head and insecure about the age gap. So maybe it's like significant I feel like for a lot of you guys, like 4 to 12 years, maybe 8 years, maybe, I don't know, there's an age gap. And they can, like, kind of, you guys can meet them maybe in like a weird situation. super random, but like maybe you're at a bar and someone weird's hitting on you, like someone really weird, and then like your cousin comes in and they have this friend with them, and then they kind of save you by like, so weird. I don't know why I said that, but like something about you get when you guys first meet, you kind of, it could just be that you get the vibe that this person can protect you. This person can be there for you. This person is not gonna like shy away from all your negative traits. I think that sometimes you can think that like, for some of you guys, I'm hearing that you guys can feel like unworthy of love because you're too damaged, because you've gone through too much, or because of many other things that you might get in your head and say, well, I'm not good enough because I don't look like this. I'm not good enough because of this and that and the other. And this person, when you first meet them, like, you're not even thinking any of those things that usually might like come into your head. They just have a way of making you feel appreciated, wanted, needed even. And literally, you will have the type of family life that you want with them, whether it's, you know, you and them and the cats and the dogs, the little mini zoo at your home, or you, them, and your kids, literally. Okay. So we have your highest ideals, the rules of get it out to the world. You guys can be very different. You guys can almost be quite opposite. People, sometimes sometimes people can kind of marvel at you guys. I don't know how big this fucking, I'm sorry, excuse me, but I don't know how big this age gap is that people sometimes can do a double take. Take that as it resonates. If you guys are not comfortable with dating much older people, then that's totally fine. Maybe they're just a couple months older, a couple years. Not a big deal. But this person like knows how to make a home lovely. So I'm kind of feeling like their energy is a little more Taurian, and your energy could be a little bit more fiery. Or vice versa, but I feel like it's more like your energy is a little more fiery. You could be a little spitfire, and your person's a little more like chill. And it could be just the age gap that like you want to go party and they're like, darling, it's 11, we must get to bed. You're like, it's 11, it's time to party. Literally, that's when the party starts. But you guys have like a really amazing communication style. It's a lot of fun. Maybe that's where the similarities are. Is not, you know, outwardly you guys can seem like quite opposites, but inwardly you guys communicate really well. You guys both do know how to have fun. Very interesting. Let's get to know more about your person. I think your person has in the past been, like when they tell you about their life, you're just like, whoa, you've lived all these things, you've done and lived through so many lifetimes already. Like they could be an ex fuck boy, fuck girl. They could be someone who used to party a lot, someone who was really into wild things. They could have been really impulsive at times, like they were out there a lot. They could have had a reputation, but they've changed into like a calmer. I think that sometimes you kind of have to coax them out of their like seriousness or their Taurus energy. where they could be a little bit of a stick in the mud. But I say that with like affection, because like we all have those friends that like you're like, come on, take, you know, that you have to coax them like, let's just go, like, no, you'll have fun, you know, and they're just a little in their head about it, a little anxious, or they're just really comfortable at home and they just don't want to leave their comfy bed, and you're like, listen, let's go. And then they always go, and it's always a fun time. But I think you might have to coax change from them a little bit. They're a little bit resistant to change. They get a little in their head about it. They're scared that all this money, all this wealth that they built is just gonna like leave at the drop of a hat, because, you know, possibly, and they didn't grow up with a lot of money, they didn't grow up with a lot of resources. So now that they're a little more established, here's another thing about the age gap. It doesn't literally have to be an age gap. It could just be like a gap in material wealth, material success, just a gap in like maybe they're a little bit further along in life. They prioritize like earthly desires, earthly things, I should say, material wealth over possibly spiritual or social. And I feel like for you, you might be a little bit more, you know, you have friends and you have a life outside of your job. You could just be hobbies, but your person's a little more of a workaholic. They've been focused so much on that like they struggle to realize that like they realize it, but they still don't do it, you know. They still don't go out and spend some money on a vacation, even though they got it stacked in the bank, you know. They have a little bit of a hard time spending it. So that's what you're there for. You're there to help them spend their money, because like when you die, you can't take with you. So that's kind of how I view it. And I need to chill out at times, because I'll be like, well, this money's, you know, I can't take this to my grave, so I might as well spend it, which like can be okay in moderation, you know. But can't be having that mentality every single day, or you'll literally grow broke. Okay. And I think that when you guys meet, there could kind of be like them kind of getting in their head a little bit about like them feeling a little sad that they don't have anyone to share all these things with, you know. That they have the house, they have the car, they have like the degree, they went as far as they needed to go, and now they're kind of like, but I don't have anyone to share it with. And it makes them kind of sad. And that's, I think, a little bit of a, if you know someone like this, it's a little bit of a nudge to you, saying, you know, if you know someone who's like decently well off, that like could be, oh my god, it could be like your uncle's friend or your dad's friend. I don't know, take that as it resonates. I'm having a little bit of weird energy from this pile. This person is like so like responsible, and so like about about their, what they must do and what they have to do. Like they could take care of like a parent, or they help out a sibling a lot because their sibling is a little less responsible than them. I think it's hard for anyone to be more responsible than them. They're very like, very about that money, very about having all their bills paid before they have any sort of fun type of thing. I don't know, I hope I'm not making them sound boring, because this could be like inherently who they are, but it doesn't mean that, you know, that they aren't a good partner, is what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like if this person were a parent, they would be a fucking sick-ass, kick-ass parent. The kind that would, like, let you rest on Saturday and take the kids or pets or whoever or whatever out, so you just have, like, a day to chill, to do whatever you want. And sometimes you tag along, and it's a lot. You guys, like, go on, like, family trips together type of thing. So when you'll meet them, we have the Sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings in life. And then we have Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act out quickly and decisively. I love that you guys get to see me struggle. Sudden or unexpected changes. And then Two of Winter. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between intellectual and the emotional. So we have two of winter, but then we have the sun. So I think that you guys could meet in winter. So we still got a couple. We have like a month left of winter. So hopefully you meet them soon. If not, you met them at the start of this winter. If not, you're gonna meet them next winter. So just cold weather. Honestly, it could still be depending on where you live. It could be May if there's snow in May where you live, because there's snow in May where I live. I don't want to talk about it. You know, it could be certainly that you meet them in May, but it's supposed to be sunny, but it's snowing type of thing. And I think you meet them while you're out having fun. And you kind of go up to them like, hey, why are you frowning? Like, hey, like, I think you actually start the conversation. And that can seem kind of scary for a lot of you guys, because you're like, no, I would never. But you just never know. You never know. And, you know, take a couple shots, have a couple drinks, and then all of a sudden, you never know, it might make you like a little bit more of an initiator. Anything else about when you meet them? I did pull out some cards for what they look like, but I never want to tell you like your person's blonde and they have shoulder length hair and their shoes is a size 8. The biggest reason for that is because there's many of you guys watching, and that just simply isn't a possibility, okay? To get, you know, every single like y'all, everyone watching is not gonna have the same exact looking person. That's just not a thing. We all have different tastes. But anyways, differences, playful, conclusion. This person's it for you. I think for a lot of them, your person, like, when you guys get together, when you guys first meet, they kind of finally feel like a dark cloud is lifted from their life. They finally feel like their life has started. They finally feel like they pressed play on the fucking movie. Like, before you, they were, like, not really living. And I don't want to make you sound like the manic pixie dream girl trope, because, like, that's not it at all. I just think that they, you know, we need people, whether it's, like, significant others, family members, friends. We need others, and they needed you, your energy. But yeah, you guys are literally quite very different. Probably physically looking too, so it could be interracial, it could be intercultural, it could be, you know, opposite sides of the world type of thing. But you're super playful, and they know how to play with you, or they coax the playfulness out of you in some ways. Because, like I was saying earlier, they could be a little, like, you know, stick in the mud, but together both of you guys have so much fun, and people kind of like marvel at that. They're like, how do you get them to be so carefree? Like, how do you do that? And it's like, because of who you are, your energy, you help your future spouse get into that happy, joyful energy that we should all try to have every once in a while in our lives. Pile 2, that's all I really have for you. If this resonated, let me know. If you have different video topics that you would like to hear about, listen to, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number 3. If you pick this pretty flower, which by the way is an earring that broke, I'm trying to find another piece to glue it together so I could wear it again, because I am obsessed. I think this is so fucking pretty. So I'm just gonna say that if you were drawn to this, it's because you're pretty. Because everyone got a little bit of a reason why they might have chosen the pile or the thing. But yours is because you're pretty. And that's what all I'm going to say. Alright, so if he's your spouse. So how you meet them? We have here answers and blessings. Wow. I think you manifested this person. Whether it's a specific person on your mind that you can really see yourself marrying. Not just our fantasies where we like make up little scenarios in our heads, but like someone you truly see yourself being with. Someone that you're not looking past the really awful stuff to, you know? This is not the person that leaves you on red for 5 days. This is not the person who doesn't show up for you. This is not the person who isn't there for you. This is a person who could be in your life for a long time. Before you get... Okay. So this person could have been in your life for a really long time before it turns into marriage, before it turns into that kind of connection, or you already know this person. But there's someone that was brought to your life and for a lot of you guys already know who this person is. So for a lot of you guys have already met this person. Now, if you can't think of anybody, if you know everybody that it could possibly is toxic as fuck, I would never want to spend my life with them, that is fine. This could be someone, then it's not them. But this could be someone then that you're not thinking of, someone who's maybe I'd admire, who sometimes just looks at you and goes like, wow, they're really beautiful. They never make a move, or they haven't yet, or you haven't noticed them make a move. Maybe they've tested the waters before. This is someone, and the type of connection you guys have is like the type of connection that holds no possessiveness. For some of you guys, take this as it resonates. It could be because you guys are polyamorous, or you guys are in a type of connection where it's open, or your marriage ends up being open. If you guys are like, what the fuck, never, then that's not the message for you. That's totally cool. I personally don't think I could ever, but the people that can are, that's fucking awesome. What works for you, works for you. But this is someone that, like, you don't feel like you have to know where they are 24/7. And it could be because they just let you know. They have their locations on. They don't make you worry. Or because you just know that this person, you know, isn't going to do isn't going to betray you. And if they were to betray you, that's got nothing to do with you. But anyways, going on a tangent. I don't know what it is about your pile that has me kind of in a daze. So maybe when you first meet them, you're just like daydreaming all the time. And I was saying earlier that this could be someone that you fantasize about. And that's very much the energy that I get, that you end up having a lot of fantasies about this person. And they can have the fantasies about you too. Let's talk about that. Okay. We have freedom, associations, your circle of friends. So you guys can also meet them through friends. I get a lot of, obviously we have Aries here, and then we have Venus. I do, you know, Venus rules Libra and Taurus, but for some of you guys, there could be Gemini energy, air energy, fire energy, freedom, associations, your circle of friends, and then we have energies to meet the challenge of your desires resulting from honesty and strength, the attraction of pleasures from good times. Okay, so this person is very much your type, or you are their type, or you guys are each other's type. So they're just very what you literally find conventionally attractive to you. I guess I shouldn't say conventionally attractive to you. What you find attractive, and whatever that means. You could have a thing for military guys. I wanted to say something that was not me, because I don't want to just give my own examples. So if you're into military guys, this person is a military guy, or they look like one. If you're into skinny white boys, this could be it. If you're into guys with long dreads, this is the person. So they're very much what your ideal standard of beauty, what you like look at and salivate to. That's who this person is. That. So more about them. We have the Fool. We have 10 of Wands. We have 4 of Cups. The Hermit in reversed. And Knight of Wands. This person's fun. They definitely don't hold back. They aren't shy. You're not going to make the first move. This person could take their sweet ass time. Making a move. I'm getting air. I'm getting a lot of air energy. I'm sorry. I am an earth sign, and so I fall for people with air in their chart a lot because I just love we have the Fool. They have this free-spirited energy. This like, for some of you guys, they know how to ride a skateboard, or they have ridden skateboard in the past, or they ride skateboards. Okay, so I see them on wheels. And they go on little adventures all the time with their friends. They have an awesome circle of friends that I think that they invite you into. If you don't have your own, they very much bring you in, and you are one of them for life. For others of you guys, your friend groups can merge. They can get in their feelings sometimes with the 4 of Cups. And they kind of struggle to verbalize that. They struggle to verbalize that they're in their feelings. They struggle to let you know, like, listen, I am not feeling like my usual self. And I think your person does battle with depression, but a lot of people wouldn't know it because they're so happy and so carefree. They just know that sometimes your person can retreat or sometimes be a little bit of a dick because they don't know how to express themselves properly and say, listen, I'm a little not heartbroken, I'm a little depressed, I'm a little, in my feelings, I'm going through stuff. So they just tend to withdraw because they don't want to hurt anybody, and because they think that they don't want to burden people with their icky feelings. They don't want to like darken your day. They don't want to burden anyone, so they just kind of deal with it on their own. But then they come out and they're ready. And they're like, all right, I went inside. So we have the Hermit in reverse. I went inside. I was sad. I was depressed. But now I'm back. And I'm ready to go have fun again. So they go through these cycles of depression and dealing with that on their own. And I think that you are someone that they can lean on. Where they've never had that before. They have a good sizable group of friends or acquaintances or people they hang out with. But very rarely do they let themselves be seen, but you see them and they let you see them, and you are their shoulder to lean on when they need, and vice versa. And so it's really beautiful. But they always come back on top, and they're always ready to go, and they're always ready to like start the party, and they're always ready to go on the next adventure after they go through their withdrawal depression period episodes. They're human. I can't just tell you the good stuff without telling you the bad stuff. So let's talk about when you'll meet them. Or if you've met them already. Awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. That's interesting because this awakening card looks like the Hermit when it's in reverse. And it's funny because a lot of decks, the Hangman is usually like this. In the upright, the Hangman would be in reverse. And it's interesting that this is in reverse. And it's just, anyways, let me show you. I don't know if I can find the Hermit real quick so I can show you what it looks like in other decks. Because, Jesus, it is something that I really want you to see. I'll talk about other stuff while I'm looking for this card. Okay, the Nine of Spring. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation, which reminds me of Aquarians. A lot of air energy. So They don't have to have any specific signs in their charts, but uh, just know that they embody that energy a lot. The energy of flightiness in some cases, of having fun, of being... I'm not going to look for it. All right, just trust me that this is a really interesting coincidence, okay? I was saying that a lot of air, they're a little fairy. Was there a fairy somewhere else? No. They're beautiful. Your person's just like, wow. Their face, like, wow. They're so beautiful. Man or woman, non-binary, whatever. They are freaking gorgeous. I got distracted by that. I think you get distracted by it too all the time. So you guys could meet, and then we have 6 of Spring with wonderful news is on the way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So I didn't get this for a lot of the other for the other 2 piles, but for you guys, I feel like you guys are really close to meeting your person. Literally by the end of spring, if not the beginning of summer. And you guys go do fun stuff. If you guys live in California, you guys literally go to the beach whenever you guys can. If you guys are rich, you guys go skiing and you guys go snowboarding. There's something about outdoor activity, and if you're like, whoa, I'm not into that, just maybe a walk in the park. But it's really soon. If you haven't met already. Or the really soon could be that they're asking you out on a date. They're asking you to hang out, and they're moving. This could be a friend. They're moving from platonic to a relationship. I mean, just courting you, just letting you know that they're interested in that way. They're awakening their feelings for you. Their feelings are awakening for you. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, this could have been a friend that you have been friends with forever. Okay, for some of you guys, this could be a same-sex situation. So if you're bi, or gay, queer, whatever you are, doesn't matter. Or maybe it's same sex. For some of you guys. For others of you guys, they could kind of go against, they could be androgynous. They can kind of go against gender norms, so they can dress a little feminine. If they're masculine, they can dress masculine if they're a little feminine, whatever. There's just like some gender bending, society rules bending going on here. Just cool. And then we have, not these. Earlier when I dropped all the cards. But yeah, when you'll meet them, you already probably know them, and if not, really fucking soon. Early spring, late spring, mid-spring to early summer. And if you already know them, that's just when things are going to speed up and happen. We have success. Congratulations. I wonder if I could read that. No, I can't. Wait, can I? I'm not going to try. Circles and lust. So, these cards were supposed to come out. I asked Spirit, I asked for physical characteristics type of thing. Okay, I feel like people can kind of congratulate you, like your person could be somewhat of like a prize, and whatever that means. I think it's because they're so fun, they're so outgoing, that the world, they are conventionally attractive. That's why I was trying to say that earlier. The world looks at them and are just like, wow. And you get them, and people are like, wow, like, good for you. Like, you are also very fucking awesome to have caught such a catch. Your person's a fucking catch. So many people want to be around them all the time. I think sometimes it could drive you a little crazy. But your person is always sure to... You guys learn and grow to a point where your person can kind of reassure you and know how to, like, sometimes shut their friends down. Like, no, listen, today we're just staying in. It's just me and my partner today. You know what I mean? Lust. Like I said earlier, they are very much physically your type. You could know this person and they're crushing on you, and I don't think you even, or you guys could be friends with benefits. This is something that leads to marriage, to where it didn't start off that way. It didn't start off right away with them just knowing that you were the one. For your person, I think that looks are secondary. They really truly fall for who a person is, their personality, like what makes them laugh, before they can even be comfortable enough to be in a sexual situation. Or it takes them a while to warm up to where the sex is meaningful. They could, just have sex with someone just to have it, but it takes them a little while to get to the point where it's like fulfilling sex, if that makes sense. Let me know. Their body is really nice. Whatever kind of body they have, it's like, that's another reason. Their face is beautiful, they're stunning, and their body is just like, whoa. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you. If that resonated, please let me know in the comments. If you guys have any video topics that you would like me to do, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.